Everybody, welcome to my video today. If you're watching this on Monday, happy Labor Day. I didn't realize when I scheduled everything that we would be kicking off our live videos on Labor Day. So some of you might not pop in because I know you might be busy, and that's okay. Hey Kathy, welcome. I do see a few of you, so welcome. And I'm a little early this morning because the kids are home and I don't know exactly what we're doing today. We might go do something with them, go to the park or something, and then I think we're going to barbecue. But I needed to jump on here a little bit early and make sure I got this in for you guys. So we are kicking off September with with really fun stuff, and I want to chat with you guys about this. You guys will see this on YouTube at some point. So all of these are getting uploaded to YouTube. And I will be doing these Facebook rewinds on YouTube on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So usually on Fridays I go live and then I put that video on YouTube the following Tuesday. But it's going to be all mixed around. So I don't know when you're seeing this on YouTube, but you're going to see it, okay? So, there's just going to be a lot happening this month because it is such a fun month. It is September, which I am so excited that we are finally here in September for several reasons. The holiday catalog is going live. We are this much closer to fall. The weather is cooling down. I just cannot tell you how happy I am to finally be in September. But at the same time, I'm like, September? Really? Like, we're in September already? How did this happen? So, what's going to happen is I'll be live here on Facebook Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I have several fun things for you guys. There's going to be giveaways. There is going to be the launch of the holiday catalog. That's what we'll be doing on Wednesday. We'll be chatting about it. I'll be opening this up and sharing all the goodness with you. I have a set of labels that will go along with that, and I'll talk about that and share with you with that. And then I have this happening. So September is also the very last month of the Stampin' Up! Year, right? So I know that seems really weird, the way our year works. Our brand new year starts in October and then it goes all the way through September. And what that means is for those of us who are running a business using Stampin' Up, our year is ending. So all of our numbers and all of our fun things that we're earning, we have until the end of September to earn that. And then we start all over in October, which I think it's kind of fun. I always feel like I have a fresh start in July because that's when the new planners come out, like for the academic year. And so it always feels fun to like have a fresh beginning like in July. And then I have this other fresh kind of beginning in October. And then there's like the new year, which is a fun start, right? I love that. So this month is the very last month for Stampin' Up! Our year. And I would love to earn the incentive trip this year. So I have earned the incentive trip the last 6 years, 5 or 6 years. The very first incentive trip I earned was to Washington, D.C. And my husband and I actually went on that one. And, so this year I'm really close. This is the first year in a long time that I haven't earned it by now. Like I've not already earned it. I'm really close, but I would love the help in earning this trip. And it's going to mean having a pretty big month in sales for September. And so because of that, what I'm going to do is I want to give this stamp set away. It's kind of hard to tell that this is a stamp set because this is just the photo that I'm able to share right now. You'll see more of this as I'm able to open the catalog and share with you guys. And this is the Holiday Haul stamp set. These are all the images. So they're so fun. There's some pumpkins in here. They go in the back of the truck, fall leaves. And I will more than likely do a set of 3 cards and offer a PDF with this as soon as I get it. I don't quite have the stamp set yet. So there is a host code and it's right here. And all you have to do is place an order with me this month in the month of September, $65 or more before shipping and tax. Use the host code and you will get this stamp set for free. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do this month. I'm hoping to hit this and be able to earn the trip. There's lots of fun things that happen when you earn the trip. It's not just about earning the trip. This year the trip is to Hawaii, and there's a lot of things that are tied up in when you earn that trip. It means you've also earned a certain amount of points with Stampin' Up, and it's the way that they see you, and there's just a lot of stuff on the back end that goes along with earning that trip, and so I would love to do that. So that is our ordering special for the month of September. I appreciate when you guys get behind me and support me and order from me, and your prayers would be very much appreciated this month, as it's going to be a very, very crazy month. It always is the last month of the Stampin' Up! Year as we are doing things. So also the holiday catalog paper share has closed. I have 2 people left that need to pay invoices. Hopefully they will pay them today or tomorrow. And then I will be ordering all of the designer paper, and Wendy and I have put all of the finishing touches on what we need to do, and we are going to start rolling things out for that, getting the Facebook group opened up, and we will start getting things ready for that, to hang out with you guys for the PJ party for the paper share. So there is a ton going on, and you guys are going to be hearing from me so much this month with the 3 lives a week. And then on YouTube, there's going to be a lot happening. And then you guys will probably receive several emails from me this month. So hang in there with me, you guys. Hang in there with me. Okay, so that's happening there. Today, we're going to use this stamp set and this die set. And then also on my website, I'm going to be sharing this card. This card is not the card we're making today, but I did make this card, and it's on my website today. I'm uploading the video right now, and so as soon as I get done here, I'm going to finish the PDF for today's project and put the video up and get the blog post live for this one. So you'll see 2 projects today using this brand new set. This is the Spooktacular Bash, and then we're also using the, I think it's the Monster Bash, is that what it's called? Designer paper. Yeah, Monster Bash. So both of these cards that you'll see today use both of these. So this is the one that was on my website. I had a lot of fun making this one. We followed a sketch because we are on week 19 of our simple cards with fun techniques. So can you believe we've done 19 projects with those? So make sure you check out my website in about an hour. So this is the, you can get this in a bundle. There's the stamp set and then the framelits. These framelits are so fun. I would suggest, if you don't want the stamp set, I'm not a huge Halloween person. You guys know that. You won't see very many Halloween type projects from me. I like some of the cute ones, and then I do stuff for the kids' class for sure. But this set, you can see my kids have been down here because there's something sticky right here, you guys. I say, don't put stuff on my mat. This is where I film. And what do? They get sticky stuff all over it. So these framelits, so I borrowed this set from Wendy. This is Wendy's set. I don't actually have this set yet. And it's because I keep going back and forth on if I want to get the stamp set or if I just want to get these dies. You can get this in a bundle, and then you save 10% on the whole thing. Or you can get just the stamp set or just the framelits. But these framelits, I mean, they're freaking amazing, you guys. Like, first of all, there's so many of them. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 of these dies. These are gorgeous. So you're going to see that I use this one on today's project. Hey, Debbie. But then there's all these label ones. Like there's this one, there's this itty bitty one, which I love. It reminds me of some itty bitty dies we had years ago. I love these, like these shapes right here. They're just so fun. There's some tags, and then these have some stitching on them. So you cannot go wrong with these dies, even, like I said, even if you just get the dies. So that is what I'm trying to, what I'm considering doing, is just getting the dies, since I don't love the stamp set a ton. And I know Wendy has it, so I can totally borrow it from her. But the dies, I think, are a must-have. So this is what we're going to use today. And then we're going to use the Monster Bash paper. So let me grab that designer paper and show you, because it's very, very versatile, this paper. It's not my absolute favorite. What happened here? What's this about? Okay. I don't know where that came from. This is not my absolute favorite Halloween paper we've ever had. You know, I just like to be honest with you guys. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's very, very versatile. Like, once I got it and I started looking at it, I was like, okay, you know, this isn't as horrible as I thought it was going to be, because I wasn't loving it when I first saw it. It coordinates with basic black, crushed curry, pumpkin pie, soft suede, terracotta tile. That's interesting. Very vanilla, and whisper white. And I'll share something else with you guys, that I really struggle with designer paper when it coordinates with both very vanilla and whisper white. I have a hard time with that because I like to use one or the other, like as a card base or whatever it is. I struggle when it's both. And so that's why I was like a little hesitant about this paper. But when you look at it, this is the sheet we're going to use today. And I really love this sheet. You could use this for more than just Halloween, right? I wish we had an entire pack of this paper. And then we have the bats. They're like sketchy bats, not like sketchy like they're doing something wrong, but you know, like sketchy. Get it? On the back here. And that's in the pumpkin pie, and then the gray, which is great. We have this yellow piece, which I used on today's card on my website. And then there's this here. Ugh, aren't the eyeballs creepy? Oh. See, I like on the stamp set, there's no eyeballs in these. Ugh, I have a thing about eyeballs. Do you guys ever see those like videos on like Facebook, or like those posts on Facebook where people are showing that like the fiber eyelash thing, and then it's like there's like this close-up of their eyeball while they're like putting on the mascara, or they're showing a picture of it? Like, I unfollow people when they do that, because eyeballs are so disgusting, and I don't need to see your eyeball up close. I'm good. I trust you that you like the mascara. These are kind of similar, the patterns. That was a tangent. I don't know where it came from. It's Monday, guys, and my kids are home, so it's been a little crazy. Okay, so then there's this sheet, and you can see that I have cut out one of these, which that's another great feature of this. You can cut this out. There's this piece on the back, and the fun thing is that if you read through this, I haven't read through this, but our concept department wrote all of this, so I've been meaning to like read through it. Then there's this piece here. And I love this piece. And then my favorite sheet of, like, my favorite piece, my favorite design of all of the designer paper is this piece here. It's cute. It's fun. It's not scary. There's no, like, eyeballs on here, I don't think, that are gross. I just love this piece. So, I mean, I think it'd be so fun to do some bags with this, some boxes. Then there's this piece here, which I don't love. Just honestly don't love it. I don't love anything about these two sheets. I've seen people cut these out. I think there's some creative things you can do with it. I don't know about this sheet. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, and then here's that yellow piece. And this piece, you guys, first of all, it reminds me of the game Clue. And then I don't understand it. I don't understand how it works with this paper. Like, it's like this maze. I guess it's like the mansion, like a mansion. Does anybody remember 1,000 years ago the game that was on the computer? Like, my mom's on here, so maybe she'll be able to help me. We played it as kids. We would always play it at my grandma's house. My grandma had the computer set up in her bedroom in the corner. And it was, what was it called? Maniac Mansion? Is that what it was called? If my mom's on here, she'll know. I always think of that game. That's what this reminds me of. Oh, yeah, the mansion. Get it? It's the mansion on here. And then I guess this is like the floor plan. I don't know. It's kind of weird if you ask me. This sheet is cute. And then the bats, and then this. So that is the Monster Bash designer paper. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but I think it is cute. I think there's some cute elements to it, and it will work for what I need to do with the kids for Halloween and stuff. So we're going to use this piece right here, which I love. And then we're also going to use Pretty Peacock. Oh, I got the name of it right. Yeah, Maniac Mansion. I still think about that game to this day. So we're using Pretty Peacock, and it's going to go really well with it. So let's start off with our piece of cardstock. This is Smoky Slate cardstock. And we are going to cut it at 4 1/4. So we're cutting it at half at 4 1/4. And then we are going to fold it or score it at 5 1/2. And then what we're going to do is get out our sponge daubers, and I want a gray one. I think this will work. This says white on it, but it's like I've probably used it in gray. And I want to go ahead and grab my Smoky Slate ink pad. This is something that I used to do a lot more. It's why I got into ink pads to begin with. The entire reason I wanted to find ink pads, and the whole reason I kind of reached out to somebody about Stampin' Up! and got involved with Stampin' Up! Is because I wanted really good quality ink pads to be able to do this, which is just called sponging, inking the paper, and I'm inking around it, and I'm getting it kind of really dark. When you do this, you have the ability to get it as light as you want or as dark as you want, and I'm really getting the edges really dark. So this is just tone on tone. It's Smoky Slate ink on Smoky Slate cardstock. And we'll go all the way around the edges. I like to do it kind of at an angle because even though I want the edges really dark here, what I want is some kind of shading that's not so dark, that kind of goes up into the cardstock. So we'll just add that. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but it won't be. Okay. Let me grab a piece of paper so that I don't put that down because that's wet now. Okay. I feel like everything is sticky because of the kids have been down here. Okay, so now we can add this piece. So see, even though it looks like a hot mess, once you start adding your paper, it's going to kind of cover that up. This piece we're going to add flat. With some snail. Let me give you oh, look at that. Okay, let's change this. So we just take a refill. We pop this yellow piece out here. And then we pop this piece together. Now, there's a piece right here. This piece annoys me, so I just break it off because this stays at my desk, so I'm not worried about it. But that's to protect, like, from dust getting on it, and I go through these so fast. Okay. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'll give you guys measurements. I've tried to prep all of my projects for the lives for the month so that I can have PDFs ready for you guys beforehand, so that you guys aren't waiting on them. And so because of that, all my stuff will be pre-cut, but I'll make sure to give you measurements. So this is 3.5. The designer paper is 3.5. And then, like I said, this will be on the PDF. And then 5.25. Okay, so then what I've done is I've taken my stitched rectangles, and look how gorgeous this pretty peacock cardstock is. I haven't used a lot of our end colors yet, and so I just haven't had a chance to like use this, but I'm loving it. As I used it for this project, I really loved it. Okay, so I'm gonna take some foam. And we will stick it on the back of here. We're not stamping or anything on it, so it'll be fine. And you could use the larger rectangle if you wanted. I used this smaller one. And then I'm going to put it right on the edge here and then right in the middle of the paper. Just like that. And I feel like, I mean, Smoky Slate is a light color, so I feel like you totally could write on the inside of this. But I feel like it would look really awesome with a piece inside, a white piece inside. So I'm taking a Whisper White piece of cardstock. I cut it at 4 by 5.25, and we're going to add it inside the card because I feel like it's just going to make this card pop. Because there's this white, and so I feel like when you open it, it's just going to make it really crisp. Okay? So now what I've done is I have taken that die and I have used black cardstock and I put it through my Big Shot. And these pop out really easy. This die, I mean, it cut this cardstock like butter. I mean, there's no, if I would have just, sometimes I just do this with my dies and all the pieces will pop out. But I just wanted to show you guys because some dies are frustrating, right? Like they look amazing. And then you get them and you're so excited about it, but then they're miserable to use. And so I was nervous that this being an intricate die, that would happen. I want to show you how intricate it is. But it cut like butter. That was running it through my Big Shot once. So I really love it. Gail said, I always finish my cards inside. It brings your card up a notch. You know, I'm really realizing that, Gail. I think that this might be something that I start doing. Maybe I start using colored cardstock more. Because you guys know I always use a Whisper White card base so that it's white inside. But maybe I need to start considering doing this because I feel like it really makes it pop. Okay, so then what I did is I did stamp this. And it's stamped beautifully. So I used this one. And I want to show you guys how this stamps. Like I said, I've prepped a lot of these projects. Since there's so many this month, there's just no other way that I can do it. I mean, I have to prep ahead to be able to stay on top of things. And I want to have the PDFs ready for you guys when I go live. That's a goal. I know it's so frustrating to wait for me to get the PDF done after the live. So my goal is to have that done. So I have to prep ahead of time to do that. So, but let me show you how this stamps. I'm using Memento ink and it stamps so crisp. And then you can hand cut it out if you want, but there's a die that coordinates with it. And you can do a few things with this. I'm going to show you a couple different things you can do with this since I'm not using this one. So this is Old Olive. Looking for Granny Apple Green. Okay, so here's my Granny Apple Green blend. And one thing you could do is you could color in the background. Your blends are going to give you such a smooth look. It's going to be really easy to do that. So that's one way you can kind of make this different, add some color to it. I got to finish it because I got to see how it looks all finished. If you wanted, like for this design, for this card, we could have colored it in, you know, Pretty Peacock and made it match. But I just wanted to show you some different things that you could do. Let me grab this. And then you can do the edges as well. This is just my writer marker. So you can do the edges and then you can cut that out. So these particular images you can do a lot with, or as you're going to see for the card that I did, I just left it plain. Like I didn't do any extra coloring to it. I didn't add anything extra. I really just stamped it in the Memento black ink. Oops, I got out of the edges there, but that's okay because you would cut that out. But you can see that ends up making it look a lot different. So what I did is I just stamped it. And then we're going to put this card together. So this, I'm going to add to the die cut. And it does go a specific way. So just make sure you line that up. It needs to go the tall way. Just like that. Can you guys see? Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to use dimensionals. And a really fun thing in the holiday catalog is black dimensionals. I cannot wait to get my hands on these, and I hope that they will carry over into our next catalog because I think it's fantastic to have black dimensionals. I love black. The ability to use black to pop something up. That's why I always end up getting white foam and black, because I just think it's a lot nicer to use on your cards when you're doing something in black. Blends in a little bit more, which makes it nice. So I'm ecstatic to see black dimensionals in the catalog. So then what I did is I took another one of those labels. See how cute this label is? I mean, I cannot get over how cute these dies are. And I just took a sentiment from the set. And we're not going to pop this one up. We're going to add it here. And hopefully that's straight. I feel like it's not, but I feel like it's too late now. It's down. And then you may have these left over from I think it was the holiday catalog last year. We had the black rhinestones. It might have been 2 years ago. You can see that mine got messed up. I was annoyed when they shipped to me. They were messed up like this. And they have adhesive on the back, but I finally dug these out and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to try to use these because they've been sitting here. But you might have some of these on hand. You could use regular rhinestones if you wanted. Just like that. So here is this card for today. I love this. I love these dies. I cannot tell you how shocked I was to see how amazing these dies were. I was like I saw them in the catalog and I was like, yeah, like those are fine. But then I started seeing them on projects and they're just, I can't get over it. They're great for Christmas. These in like red or green. It's just so, these dies are great, you guys. You will not want to pass them up. So this is our project for today. The PDF will be uploaded right away. I have a finishing touch I have to put on it, and then it will be uploaded. And then don't forget that this month, when you place an order with me, you get this stamp set for free. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. I did pick a winner for the Broadway birthday stamp set and die. I've left them a message. Hopefully they'll get back to me. I feel like the first name, I just don't even want to try to pronounce, but the last name, it started with a C. Was it like Cook? I'm not positive now. I should have wrote it down so I could tell you guys on camera who won that. But I did pick a winner and I've messaged them. And then I will be back on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're doing a catalog tour. So it'll be... I'll post the time that it's going to be because I really want you guys to be able to chit chat about this catalog. I'll open it up. We'll walk through all the product, and I have several giveaways that day for this catalog. And so I want everybody to be able to be here that can. And then if you have any questions and you're catching the replay, please let me know. And I am excited for September. I think there's going to be lots of fun things happening and lots of fun things to do. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday, a happy Labor Day to you guys, and I'll be back on Wednesday.